Yes, for so long, what happened here on Black Wall Street went untold. Fear and unbearable pain in the aftermath. But those stories would eventually surface. These are the faces of just some of the victims who opened up about that horrific time. Tonight, we go back to 1921.
They set our house on fire and went right straight to the curtains and set the curtains on fire.
It's those voices that tell the very tale of bloodshed here on Black Wall Street nearly 100 years ago. Their stories fraught with terror and violence, spurred on by racism, loss of lives, and everything the community built over the course of time gone in a matter of days. But it all began here.
It started in the Drexel building with a shoe shiner named Dick Rowland. There's an altercation with him and a white elevator operator named Sarah Page.
And from that moment, rage stemming from this incident would end up being the downfall of what so many worked so hard to create in a world tainted by prejudice. Both black and white people responding.
We see a black mob thinking that Dick Rowland is going to be lynched instead of see his day in court. We see white mob come to meet that black mob. There was a shot that was fired, and then the massacre broke out.
It's at that moment the destruction and physical downfall took place. Sheer chaos. These pictures inside Greenwood Cultural Center depicting those very defining moments.
This was a move against the black residents in this community.
And so it unraveled.
There's lootings, there was murders, there's all forms of debauchery.
Explaining no one was safe. Age or gender didn't change the color of their skin. And so the same fate befell hundreds, like in this picture.
No one was spared. This was, babies were attacked, children, adults.
By morning, Black Wall Street was on fire. Its people devastated, left with nothing.
36 city blocks were burnt down to the ground.
Scorched ground and bodies with no burial grounds, the memories of that day. But we're told the people who survived and stayed here were resilient, eventually picking up the pieces, starting all over again.
As far as it being rebuilt, we still have building markers that, are a testament to these new buildings.
Pushing to once again have their own thriving community.
They went from wealth to ashes to tent cities, back to these structures that they were building themselves.
And while here, we were escorted to this church. It was burned down in the massacre, but the basement survived the damage.
Our basement is the only thing that survived the worst race massacre in American history.
These artifacts serve as reminders.
These are soil collections of victims from the massacre, collected in the areas where they were believed to have been killed. And so just out of respect of them not having proper burials, we wanted to make sure that they were honored in some way.
Telling us they can feel the presence of the people in this legendary town, although they say no one died here.
Sometimes walking down here, you can feel the spirit's still alive.
Documents showing the survivors who stayed to rebuild. And in fact, this room has special meaning to the church and history of the Greenwood Massacre, meeting under the rubble the Sunday after.
They didn't wait to rebuild right away. They still saw fit to come worship God
in these very chairs,
as well as a piece of the original altar.
Aging close to 100 years old. It's a piece of history the folks who live here want you to know about. They want you to see for yourself, and it's a way to keep the lives lost preserved. Mecca Rain, KOCO 5 News.